Hello students, your topic for today is subrogation. So the term subrogation literally means substitution. The right of subrogation means when the mortgagee transfers his mortgage debt in favor of an assignee, and the assignee will have all the rights of the mortgagee. So it is the right of a person to stand in place of the creditor. In order to be entitled to subrogation, the assignee shall pay off the entire mortgage debt only on redeeming the mortgage debt, and will the assignee be entitled to subrogation. Hence, there is no subrogation without redemption. Then section 92 of the Act, this provision of the Act states that any person other than the mortgagee who has an interest or charge upon the mortgage property or right of redemption of the mortgage property or any surety for the payment of the mortgage debt or a creditor of a mortgager or any co-mortgager on redeeming the property subject to the mortgage will have the same right as that of a mortgagee whose mortgage he redeems may have against the mortgager or any other mortgagee. Hence, the essence of this doctrine is that the party who pays off the mortgage debt gets clothed with all the rights of the mortgagee. Ganeshi Lal versus Jyoti Prasad, the apex court held that the doctrine of subrogation will apply to those parts of India where the act itself is not applicable. So, this doctrine is based on the principle of justice, equity, and good conscience. Now, the types of subrogation. So, subrogation is of two types. The first is legal subrogation, and the second is conventional subrogation. So, the legal subrogation takes place by the operation of law. So, when a mortgage debt is paid off by some person who has interest or charge or is surely a creditor or co-mortgager to protect the interest, it is the legal subrogation. Legal subrogation can take place when the subsequent mortgagee redeems the prior mortgagee, or the co-mortgager redeems the mortgage, or the surety redeems the mortgagee, or the purchaser of equity of redemption redeems the mortgage. Conventional subrogation. So, a conventional subrogation takes place when the person paying off the mortgage debt is a stranger. Such a person has no interest to protect the mortgage property. This person satisfies the debt under an agreement that he would be subrogated with the rights of the mortgagee who is paid off. It is a subrogation by an agreement. This agreement of subrogation may be expressed or implied in writing and registered. Narayan versus Narayan, the court held that the rule of subrogation cannot be applied when the mortgager himself redeems the mortgage debt. So, the mortgager who discharges a prior mortgage debt is not entitled to be subrogated, because by doing so, he is merely discharging his obligation to the creditor. That's all. Thank you.